Alright. Alright. I'm gonna be late to work, per usual. Alright, let's get the F out of here real quick, and then I can mess with things. Alright, so I got a... Man, still getting over being sick. I got a little clip, little magnet clip that hooks my phone into the vent. It's like $8 on Amazon. Got to the point where it felt like it was a necessary purchase. All right, where you at, microphone? Right here? Okay, there you are. And it wasn't really working on the vent, but I figured it out enough for today. I'll figure it out better another day. But, oh, can I do it to the seatbelt? Maybe the seatbelt would be nice. Nah, I don't love that. All right, I guess I'll hold it for now. So yeah, I got a clip magnet for the vent, so that now that's where my phone sits for the time being. Nice, hit this light. That's gonna help me. But yeah, because of that, I was just trying to set it up, and now I left 12 minutes later than I meant to. Looks like 12 minutes, and that's okay, because I usually leave a little earlier than I need to in case stuff like this happens. But yeah, I got it set up. I didn't think I was going to. Thought I was gonna have to hold my phone again or just not record anything. Part of my nose sounds. I definitely am still a little congested. Probably should have taken a little Dayquil. Surprisingly, I did go on a little run this morning. It had been about 4 days. I went on a run the first day I got sick, which was Thursday. I technically did get sick on Thursday, but it was like late into the day, and I didn't really know. I was just more feeling tired. And then Friday morning, I woke up and was just feeling that little gunky, irritated, nasal kind of sinus feeling, where you just feel a little strange in your nasal passages. And that's when you know. That's when you just know it's coming. I still like to be a little naive, where I'm like, maybe not. So that morning, in anticipation, either because I knew I was going to get sick or because I was like, maybe not going to get sick, I did go on a run that Friday morning, this past Friday, and it was a great run. It was one of my better that I've done in a long time. Well, no, it's not. I'm not going to say that. It was a good one. It was a really good one. I didn't feel too tired. The sickness hadn't hit my fatigue meter yet. But anyways, so did that, and then after that, it just kind of wasn't doing so hot. But it is nice. It is nice to get a little exercise or some kind of physical activity before you get sick. So I'm not as concerned about needing to exercise. Also, I think it, I don't know, maybe prepares your body for a little bit better rest because you pushed it and you exhausted it a little bit more. So I think that's a theory. Might need to double blind test that. So did that, and then I did one yoga 2 days ago because I didn't do anything yesterday. So I mostly do yoga and running. Those tend to be, and then just like body movement, like push-ups, squats, pull-ups, things like that while I'm running. Tends to be my favorite. Tends to maintain my fitness the best. Keep me in a spot where, I just don't really have aches and pains very often. I feel like I have enough energy and physical ability to do everything that I want to do. If anyone asks me, hey, let's go freaking shoot some basketball, I can do that. If someone asks me to lift a couch with them into their house, I can do that. So it's positive. It's positive to be able to do that and to have those feelings. Also, I got a hole in one of my tires. Very small pinhole. Found out yesterday. Shout out Nate for showing me this little handheld pump device, just so everybody's aware. I guess these exist. But you can hold it in your hand. It's like probably, the size of 6 iPhones stacked on top of each other and pushed next to each other. And then you plug it into your tire. It tells you the PSI, which is the amount of air that is filled in your tire. And then you can also pump it up, like in the 90s. Or like, Space Jam. But yeah, so you can pump it up with this machine. Didn't know about that. So here we are. Also, while I was running this morning, I thought about a memory, and I know we all have them, and I'll hopefully remember more and bring them up here, because I think they're significant moments, and you don't think they're significant, but I've ran a good amount throughout my life, on and off. Started probably around when I was like 16, and just kind of always has been in the mix. But I was in this health and fitness class in college, and I remember we had to I think we just had to run a mile, something like that. They were just timing our mile. And we ran the mile, and then I was running with this one other kid who was probably a little bit more physically fit than I was. And his name was also Eric, fun fact. Because that's my name. It's my real, legal documented name. And we finished running the mile, and I remember most of the people just like stopped and sat on the ground when they were done. And I remember the kid I was partially running with, or at least by the end of the run, was next to, and I knew him. We were familiar. I wouldn't say we were good friends by any means, but we were familiar in class. You know how it is. Class friends and side biz, So he says, he's just like, it's like they're something like they that's not a good idea to just sit down. Like, you need to walk it off after you exert your body, or like you go for a run. It's good to walk and like slow into a rest, that kind of idea. And so I took that moment, and it's just burned into my brain. So now every time I go for a run, or I'd say even when I exercise, or like with the idea of just a cool down when it comes to anything, I always remember that. I always remember that moment when he said those other people were being stupid. I don't think he said it like that, but it was the idea of like, it's dumb to just sit down and not walk, an extra lap on this track that we were running on in order to cool off properly and not get hurt. Something like that. So anyways, burned into my brain. That's a core memory. Did not think that was going to be a core memory, but now I keep that with me. So thanks. Thanks, Eric. Thanks for that touch of knowledge. You didn't know it either. You didn't know how impactful that would be. And it's crazy, those moments. Those moments are pretty crazy, where something that little, I think about it probably every time I go on a run, something like that. Every time I'm getting ready for the cool down for the walk, I'm like, okay, well, I gotta walk for, 5 to 10 minutes before I stop and stretch, etc. And that's the way the news goes, So there's your little tipperino for the morning. Gave you a couple tips, actually. Should get paid for this. So I think it's time to freestyle. I think it might be time to freestyle. I want to pour out my coffee, but man, doing this, pouring out my coffee, looking at stuff, I'm going to get in an accident. So I got to be careful. All right, I'm going to clip this. I'm going to turn this on. It's nice driving in the Kia because it has steering that keeps you in your lane unless you're going through an intersection like this. Okay. That's on. All right, I'm going to get a red light here. I'm going to pause it, and I will swap-a-reno. Swap-a-dap-a-dino. And I want to drink my coffee, but we'll see if that happens, because I got to do this first. All right, this is probably the best it's going to be, because this thing is just not angled correctly. Let's turn up that volume. Oh, that must be the air. Yep, I'm turning the air up. Okay, fudge. Let's do it on here. So I made this beat this week or last week, just last week. Very close, but it's pretty rad. It's pretty rad if I don't say myself. All right, boys. I'm driving to work. What is different than anything else that I did before? It's the early morning. It's dark outside. I turned the air down. Now it's cold in here. I don't know where I'm going, but I know where I came from. I don't know where I'm going, but I know where I came from. This is all part of the game, son. You gotta wake up at 4 if you wanna make it. If you wanna make real money, honey, I'm gonna take you out to Olive Garden so you can have a breadstick. You can eat it up. I'm gonna watch you eat it like you like it. Like you like it like that. Like you like it like that. I'ma beat it right back. Take it from the top. I wanna drink my coffee, but I'm also driving and I'm rapping and I'm freestyling, and something just made a sound and I don't know what that was. And I hope, it's probably this, maybe. I don't know. I hope it wasn't my tire popping finally, because, you gotta get to the Manistee. You gotta get to the Mantle. See, Mickey Mantle was a baseball player back in the day, but now he's probably passed away. Man, I really miss Mickey Mantle. I wish I knew Mickey Mantle. Mickey Mantle. What a name, Mickey Mantle. That's a sick-ass name, Mickey Mantle. Fricky Frannel. Maybe I won't actually drink my coffee. I was about to try, but man, I don't really have much time. It's 5:09. I'm glad that rhymed. Otherwise, I would have been at a loss. Yeah, when you're at the crosswalk, it goes wait, but don't, cause you gotta go. Behind a Subaru, driving down Main Street. Who woulda knew? Yeah, do what it do. Snoop Dogg rapping on the track, and he reading it right, and rapping on the track. Celiac, I don't have celiacs. I can eat bread. My stomach doesn't begin to yak or turn and toss and turn and toss and turn. Conoco. I want to go to Monaco. I watch F1 on the Netflix because it's what I do when I sit on the couch. Yeah, bitch. Yeah, Monaco. What a sick name, Monaco. I want to name my daughter Monica so we can all go to Monaco. I'm going to pour up the coffee now because I got a second. Alright, I hope that was enough. Sorry for the break, but I really need it. I'm itching. I'm addicted. I'm addicted. I almost crashed in the car. I should probably stop doing this. This is not the best, but I'll get it down. Yeah, I didn't pour that much. It's only like half full. I wish it was a little fuller, Get it. Ogden Street. I used to get it. I got a massage at this place called the Woodhouse. It was like $400, and it almost took us out of the house because it was so expensive. Rich people problems. Not mine, because I'm not rich. And I'm not a snitch. I hate everything on the news. This person's crossing, they can go. Oh, they're really taking the time. Maybe they're good to drive on the bus. Maybe they're taking the time. Stonies, balonies. Stonies, balonies. Stony, baloney, I went in the morning, I want to get in the morning. I'm sending them in the morning. Get in the morning. Stony, baloney, I'm in the morning. I'm spending my money, I put on my headband. Looks way sicker than when it's not on. Hey, this is my look. Well, you gonna diss me on that? You gonna diss me on that? Yeah, diss me on that. Diss me on that. Diss me on that. Give me give me simmer it down, simmer it down, simmer it down. Man, this beat's so rare. I hope someone else raps on it who's like super popular, and then they get me really rich and wealthy, and they're like, oh my god, how the hell you make this beat? This is so sick. They should make this, yeah, banging on the streets, banging on the streets. I only got 5 hours of sleep last night, and I still woke up at 4 a.m. What you gonna do about that? What you gonna do about that? It's disgusting. I wish I didn't wake up at 4 a.m., but I guess it's life to live. And this coffee to slurp. When you're slugging films. Oh yeah, I watched a movie last night. It was Ryan Gosling. He was in space. He made friends with a little alien. I don't wanna be a spoiler. Don't spoilers. No spoilers. No spoilers. Only spoilers on your little RC cars. The ones ripping over the parking in the AMR. I can't think of a word to rhyme with RC car. Pavement. We're gonna go far. Something like that. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, something like that. Something like that. I'm gonna open up the gates cause I got control over that. They gave me so much responsibility because they trust my ass. I'm gonna trust my ass. Do 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 boom 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 boom. And the beat goes on, and the beat goes on and on and on and on. Beat goes on and on and on and on. Beat goes on and on and on. And the beat goes on. Beat goes on and on and on and on and on and on. Oh shit! Am I gonna leave that in? I think so. Sorry about excuse me. 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 Alright, I'm pulling in my parking spot. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Don't mind me.